The Middle Ages. The Middle Ages in movies. I'm sorry child, but Pharaoh ordered all newborn Hebrew boys be killed. This is the only way you'll be safe. F all philosophy except for whatever the hell Diogenes was trying to teach. In a rich man's house there is no place to spit but his face. Diogenes of Sinope. The Spartans, we held off an entire army with 300 soldiers. One Norwegian with an axe. One ship carrying food aid entering an Irish port. 6 ships of food leaving the port. You should not judge Rome by modern morals. Other cultures back then were just as brutal, and they had many great achievements. The Aztecs were pure evil, they deserved to be destroyed, and had no redeeming values. Most combat veterans, after returning from war, a short scrawny teenager from Texas, wanna see me do it again. Things are really getting tense between Austria and Serbia. We promise not to annex Belgium. What? We accept your offer to guarantee French neutrality in a war with Russia. What? Reporter, why are our troops in Vietnam? LBJ. Britain being excited to fight the Boer War. 40% of British recruits being rejected for being unfit. Yugoslavia in 1993 be like gold pile MT. 1800 century historians. This sucks actually. Best US general. World War II German spies, when they have to say the name of a bipedal rodent with furry tail, likes to climb trees, lives on a tree, eats nuts, and has 2 large front teeth. Current objective, survive. Georgia Kenschmidt, creator of the bench press and hack squat, circa 1907. The UN picking the most random countries to oversee Vietnam's unification elections. This is my neighbor, he is pain in my a-holes. I fight in civil war, he fights in civil war. I put missiles in Turkey, he puts missiles in Cuba. I survive past 1991, he cannot. Great success. Quick, which of these 2 popularized the term nihilism? Ivan Turgenev. Friedrich Nietzsche. You find a guy with terminal cancer. You secretly inject him with plutonium because he's gonna die anyway, so who cares? You study the effects. Turns out he didn't have cancer. Now it's a longitudinal study. Near Confederates calling it the War of Northern Aggression and claiming the American Civil War was about the Confederacy defending itself. The Confederacy calling for war with the Union and starting it by attacking Fort Sumter. POV. You're a lone watchman of a US federal arsenal and you were just awoken from a nap. You know the founder of FBI was actually Napoleon Bonaparte's grandnephew? Yes, that Napoleon. Who the F starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Reading the full title of 18th century legal bills like the world applauding the Soviet Union for launching the first satellite. The Soviets just sticking the Sputnik on an R-7 ballistic missile. Trying to listen to the person talking to me. Tell them what happened in 1453. Suck at naval combat, but excel at ground combat. Attach bridge to ship. Turn naval combat into ground combat. In the 1830s, most Americans lived on a diet of pork fat and pie. Every American in the 1830s. French and British troops at Dunkirk, waiting to be destroyed by the Germans. All those years wasted fighting each other. Charles, what I wouldn't give for a precious few of them back. Never ask a woman her age, a man, his salary, George B. McClellan to do anything. Mansa Musa on his way to Mecca. King Hussein before this reign. Versus him towards the end of it. Dutch language activists protecting embryonic Afrikaans from being assimilated by English. Afrikaans replacing Dutch as official language of South Africa. Who would win? One of the best generals in Roman history leading a very capable army. One of the most competent rules in Persian history, leading a very capable army. Yeah, I love history. Okay, then name 30 wars. Roman Civil War? That's on me. I set the bar too low. Caroline of Brunswick. George, you have to let me into the coronation. I'm your wife, for God's sake. It's my coronation as well. King George IV. No. The members of Aerosmith unable to come up with lyrics for a song. Marty Feldman saying, "Walk this way" in Young Frankenstein. Lil Bro is not the conqueror of Europe. Being the son of a president. Being the father of a president. John Scott Harrison, who was not a president. The man Eastern Europe needed most between 1944 and 1946. Wasn't this leaf green before? The inventor of the lobotomy got a Nobel Prize. What? Henry Kissinger also had a Nobel Prize. What? The Ottomans after losing another Russo-Turkish war. I didn't hear Nobel. USSR, Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic. Late 1960s. 3, 2, 1. You are probably thinking that's a meme about Soviet nuclear program. But no, it's in fact a meme about Soviet lunar program, and these guys just blew up another N1 rocket. Bleat. Had the audacity to deviate from my usual black clothing and wear a grey knitted tunic, and just got asked how the Crusades went. He's probably thinking about other women. SpongeBob and World War I existed in the same century. Attack at Gallipoli to knock the Ottomans out of the war. Our impressive plan causes Italy to join our side. Italy joining the Entente means we cannot get Bulgaria on our side. Bulgaria joins Central Powers. Germany finally has a worthy ally. Napoleon has left Elbab and is on his way to Paris with 1,000 men. Panic. You have a much bigger army to stop and arrest him. Calm. Your army units change sides and join Napoleon as he marches on to take back power. Panic. Man, I wish I had that guy's fits. But he probably wishes he had someone else's fits. Damn, I got this crap on for real. That legged do not have that crap on. French clocks be like. Greeks just gave us this horse. Freaking losers. You sure have a flammable city for someone who refuses to pay tribute. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Japanese of what happened in Nanjing on December 13, 1937. Ancient Rome used gold coins. Ancient China, paper notes. Ancient India, copper coins. Ancient Ireland. I want to share with you my economic vision. Throw random farmers into factories. When I'm in an oppressing Chinese minorities competition and my opponent is the Chinese-backed Khmer Rouge. Williams Jennings Bryan stopping by while on his 18,000-mile campaign trail. William McKinley doing his front porch campaign at his house. The Confederacy seceding from the Union. West Virginia seceding from the Confederacy. East Asia. You have freed us. Imperial Japan. Oh, I wouldn't say freed, more like under new management. Be a Democrat. Be a Southern Democrat. Be a radical Republican. Be a greenback. Be a Democrat. Thibaut, I can see something vast and terrible trudge over that hill. Is it the Prussians? What is it? It appears to be your mother. Trying to decide which name sounds cooler. Rome. Reem. Me. Well, I like you, but I'm kinda scared of that guy. Impalements. I don't even know that guy. So many impalements. Look at me, brother. Dear God, the impalements. Australian soldiers in world wars. Australian soldiers against Emu. English settlers in the Carolinas during their first summer. What kind of place is this? Shout out to Giant Wykerman. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. The last days in Moscow were crazy. I thank nature that the epidemic in Moscow is not the plague. I thank nature that the epidemic in Moscow is not the plague, right? Leon Trotsky doing some reading. Ramon Mercader armed with an ice age. Western generals went out of ammo. Guess we gotta surrender or retreat. Warlord era Chinese generals. When they run out of ammo, cowabunga it is. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 5 PM British time for a video of changing topic. And at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you didn't already.